let's talk about pattern extend on the Bernina 480 sewing machine. So one thing that you have when you pick a decorative stitch, that if you make a stitch length longer, you're going to spread out the amount of stitches that were designed for that stitch to be made. So you're going to get these exact gaps. Do you remember we talked about that your stitches will look exactly what you see on screen? So if it's that wide and that long, that's what you're going to get. But that's not usually what you want. When you want that stitch to be a longer looking stitch, we're going to use the eye for information and go into pattern extend. So pattern extend is going to take, you can do with the plus here, you can kind of slide this little guy up. And as you slide it, just give it a second for the picture to regenerate. So what we did with this decorative stitch is we made it twice as long. See where it went from 100% up to 200+%? But the stitch density stayed the same. So as that goes to fill in, it will be filled in the exact way that the original pattern is, but the pattern has become longer. So many of the stitches, not all of them, will actually be able to be extended up to 1000%. Now this is going to look a little crazy, but did you see how as I extended it, it changes and added in all the stitches. So it got long and then it filled in. So if we were to stitch this out, it would be a decorative stitch that is 64 millimeters long, 9 millimeters wide, but have the density of the original stitch. Now if you ever want to go back to just normal, you can touch the yellow box. It will return it back to the setting, so you don't have to keep pushing the minus sign or trying to find where that perfect setting is. Anything yellow you want off, just touch the box and it will return it to a default setting. So pattern extend I do use a lot, especially in our Stitching Cosmos classes. Again, you can check out the links below this YouTube video. Go check out how I have turned lots of decorative stitches into amazing works of art. One of them being how much I play around with pattern extend.